Have you ever wondered what your future career will look like in 5, 10, 20 years? Have you ever felt like you don't know what the next step of your career is supposed to be? Ever wondered how people with successful, happy lives have achieved what they did? How they were able to create their own little perfect paths to where they are now? I'm your host, Daniel Koo, and you're listening to My Perfect Path. Life being the roller coaster that it is only wise to learn from the people ahead of our careers. In this show, I interview people with unique careers full of twists and turns. We'll dig deep into how they crafted their careers so that with their advice, we can learn, get inspired, and ultimately make great decisions for our own lives. For some context around who I am a podcaster based in LA, originally from Seoul, South Korea. I am also a software engineer by trade. Just like the listeners of this podcast might be doing, I found myself asking people around me for career advice. We often don't know where to go because there are so many options, and we don't know what to invest our time and money into. The life stories I got from people around me were eye-opening. I couldn't believe how much of a roller coaster it was for every single one. There was just so much to learn from how they made their decisions at crossroads and pivotal moments. And from those lessons, I could grow in ways I didn't know was available to me. For example, I learned that there were people who graduated from the best engineering schools in the world like MIT and pivoted to a career in finance. There are people who started small businesses during COVID because they were bored and decided to dive into something they thought only was a dream just by using their iPads. There are people who traveled to the furthest country from where they were born to pursue their career. There are people who maintain multiple parallel careers throughout their life. As I collected the wisdom from each person I talked to, I had a feeling that I may not be the only one that needed to hear this. Whether you are young, in school, early career, mid-career looking for a switch, or just curious about how others have done it in general, you're in the right place. If this sounds interesting to you, please be sure to check out the episodes and follow the show to make sure you're notified of new releases. Episodes are published every other Thursday. Also check out the social media accounts at myperfectpath_podcast for more. Thanks for listening to the inaugural episode of My Perfect Path.